What's going on, creative people? This is Creativity is an Idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative entertaining people and also anybody out there who admires creative things and wants to be entertained and inspired to do whatever they want in life. Well, today's episode is episode 25. Yep, episode 25, and today you are not going to hear any guest. Oh, by the way, I am your host, Pyeric. Today you are not going to hear any guests because I just have some 6 points I want to share with anybody out there who is a musician. If you're a beginner in music, great, you will love what I'm about to share with you. If you're already a seasoned artist, that name sounds funny, that word, seasoned artist. Spices. Anyway, if you're a seasoned artist, those 6 points are going to reinforce what you already know. So stay tuned and it's going to be a banger. But first off, let me clarify. This is episode 25 and the 6 points are going to be divided into 2 main points. The first 3 is going to be on episode 25 and the next 3 points are going to be on episode 26. And I'm going to make them very short or succinct so that you get the points you need and digest them and think about them and see how you can apply them, because knowledge without application is just a bunch of information which anybody can have. So stay tuned, and this is Creativity is an Idea, and I want to thank you for staying tuned. So stay tuned for those first 3 points I'm about to share on episode 25. So first off, before I start going into these 3 points on this episode 25, let me take a sip of water. You know, man, water is life, I heard. And it's really true, you know. And the way I drink water and the way you drink water, the way you take care of your health, that is how you have to always keep educating yourself and applying the education that you get on whatever you're doing in life, and be it music. So if you're a musician, I want you to stay tuned to this point I'm about to share with you. And there are 3. And as I said earlier, actually there are 6, but I've divided them into 2. The first 3 is going to be on episode 25 and the next 3 is going to be on episode 26. So stay tuned and listen to the next episode 26 the next time you are listening to this Creativity is an Idea podcast. So let's flow. The first point, which is a no-brainer, but people forget along the way when they're trying to find themselves. And the first point is be yourself. Be your damn good self. Or be your damn worst self, depending on how you want to create the shock you want with your audience. So be yourself. Why do I say be yourself? It's obvious to you. If you're not yourself, your audience are not really going to feel you. And it doesn't take one time for you to be yourself. It takes multiple situations for you to discover yourself. It takes time of analyzing who you are, taking a self-inventory of what you're capable of doing and what you've done in the past, and certain things you're scared of and certain things that excite you about what you want to do. And I tell you what, there is no permanent personality. And why do I say there is no permanent personality? The reason I'm saying that is, even look around you, all those celebrities or all those music artists in the mainstream now, or anybody in your local area who is an inspirational to you and making name, they weren't the way they are now when they started. Look at Lil Wayne, look at Jay-Z, look at 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz even had to reinvent himself to become the person he is now. Look at DJ Khaled, look at T-Pain, look at Akon, look at Coldplay, look at Imagine Dragon. So look around you. Any artist out there in the mainstream now wasn't the person he is when he started. They had to take time to reinvent themselves, to modify who they are, to become who they are now. And they are being themselves in public. They may be different in their private life, but their image of them being themselves in public is a consistent thing. So it's very, very important for you to be yourself. And I'm not saying you can't learn from anybody. You can learn from someone, get inspired by what someone else is doing. But as time goes on, you have to learn how to modify that and transform it by looking into you and seeing what you can create out of what you've been looking at, or what you've been, I would say, imitating. So it's really, really good for you to be yourself. Else you get drowned in your audience eyes and ears. So that is the point. For the first point, be yourself and know that no personality is permanent. That is the first point. And the second point is be honest with yourself. Be so honest, damn honest with yourself. Be true to yourself. And I cannot stress on this point too much. And the reason I'm able to tell you this is because I have been spending time with artists who are musicians, who are painters, who are event organizers. Even I've been spending time with other entrepreneurs and even other people who are not even entrepreneurs or creative entertaining people. And it's so really, really important for you to be yourself. And in the Shakespeare, one of those Shakespeare's book, I don't really know, remember, is it Hamlet? It says, to thy own self be true. And I want to say that axiom still holds till now. To thy own self be true. And be honest with yourself. Know yourself. Know your weakness. Know what you're really good at. Let people tell you what you're really good at in case you can't really identify what you're really good at. Let people help you identify it. Be honest. Sit down and think about what you're capable of doing currently, or you're currently capable of doing. And know your weaknesses and know your strengths. And you may say, oh, that's my weaknesses. Yes, you can find someone to help you, and that is building a team. We will talk about that when it on the 26th episode. So stay tuned for that one. So know your strengths and learn how to manage your weaknesses. And all these are academic things which you may already know, but the rubber meets the road when you start practicing them. The rubber meets the road when you sit down to at least draw a quadrant, which the first quadrant A is your strength. The next quadrant B is things you are capable, or you think you're capable of doing. And the quadrant C is another quadrant which you're going to write in things you know you are weak at. And another quadrant D, which is the last quadrant, is what you know you can do to manage the weakness. So if it is building a team, if it is helping someone, bringing on someone who can help you refine your lyrics, if it is someone who can help you compose the song, if it is someone who can help you get some gigs here and there, know how to manage those weaknesses. Because guess what? Rome wasn't built in a day, and I tell you what, Rome wasn't built by one person too. So just know that it takes a lot of people to get certain things done, and it takes one person to analyze and know that, okay, I'm not good at this. I'm being honest with myself, and I know I don't know this, so I'm going to seek the right information. I'm going to seek the right person who can help me get this accomplished. Any artists out there in the mainstream, know that there's this I tell you what, if you're on Facebook, or actually if you're on Instagram, right? That's a dumb question for me to ask. You're on Instagram. So nowadays, if you're on Instagram, check this lady out. This girl, what's her name? The girl who said, catch me outside. How about that? Dr. Phil's. That's how she started. And now she's a music artist. She has like 15 million followers. And she has an album dropping, which is called, I don't really know how to pronounce her name well, but it's BHAD. And the last name is BHAB. Oh, so simple to pronounce, but I can't. Anyway, she has an album which is out, and the album name is called 15. And she has 15 tracks on this album. And I tell you what, she on those 15 albums, tell you what, she participated in. She's the face of the album, and I believe maybe she wrote some of the song, but I do know that 9 of those tracks out of the 15 was co-written by a set of team. Some teams helped her write those songs, helped her produce those songs, And 9 out of 15, meaning 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 of those tracks are different. They were also written by someone else somewhere, but I personally do know that 9 of those tracks were written or were co-written by one lady I do know who is called Brittany B Music, and you can check her out on Instagram to see what I'm talking about. So just know that be honest with yourself and know your strengths. Use them. Know your weakness and see how you can manage them. So in case you need more information about what I'm talking about, or you need help really analyzing what I'm blabbing about, just shoot me an email or try to hit me up. My name is Pyeric, Pyeric. You can find me on Instagram. I'm actually all the way behind the scene. So look me up on Instagram, connect with me, and see if I can help you do something with what you want. I can help you be honest. I can help you find yourself and create the image you want. And to summarize it all, be yourself. And all what I'm saying is just academia, but it's best for you to put them into practice. So enough of my long talk on point 2. Now let's go to point 3, which also reinforces knowing your strength and managing your weaknesses. Get help. The third point is get some damn help. Get some damn freaking fucking help. If you know you are at a struggling point, if you know you can't do something, it's better to know that and get the help you need to get something done. Else you'll be stalling for the rest of your career. You'll be wasting time. It's never too late, but just know that you have to realize that we all need help. We all need help. So if it gets to a point in your career and you realize you are not really getting the help, you're not moving as fast or in the pace that you want, and you're slowing down and you feel you're stagnant, it's better to get the help you need. Why do I say that? Because nobody knows everything. Because nobody can do everything on their own. Sometimes it takes someone to give you a helping hand so that you can move up. So when you realize you don't have the right producer, or the producer who is helping you is not really good up to the taste that you want, it's best to seek information, to ask someone for referrals, and then move to someone who can help you get to the point that you want. And there are multiple situations which you have to sit down to realize, okay, at this point I feel I'm stuck. I feel stuck and I need help. So who can help me? Ask the right questions. Sit down and think about it and ask the right questions. Get help. Get help. Take your pride out of the way, or your ego, or whatever is stopping you, and get the help you need. Else you'll be that kind of person who will be drowning, and a ship is passing by, or a boat is passing by, full of life buoys. And you, because of your ego and pride, you're like, yeah, I can swim. I can do this. And you're not going to ask for the life buoy for them to help you out, get out of that drowning position or situation. So the third point is get help. And I can't tell you when and how to get help, but when you know you're stuck, seek information, ask someone for help or advice, and move on with what you want to do. And mind you, it's always really important to find the right information or get the right help from the right person, because you can't ask a doctor to fix a problem with your car unless the doctor was a mechanic in the past. Or you can ask the mechanics that, mechanics, I'm having problem with my health. Can you help me? What do I do about it? What kind of food should I eat? I'm having this pain here. The mechanic wouldn't be able to help you because that's not his job. So know who to ask information from and who to seek help from. So that is the third point, and that finalizes this episode 25. Of creativity is an idea. The next 3 points will be following, will be on the episode 26. So stay tuned for the next episode, And this is Creativity is an Idea podcast, and I'm going to summarize the 3 points I shared with you. The first point is be yourself, and because no personality is permanent, and every mainstream artist or anybody out there who is making names for themselves, who is seeing success gradually, wasn't what they are now when they started. They had to modify themselves. They had to grow up, refine themselves to have the personality they have now, and they are being themselves. That's why people really can resonate with them. And though they may have a personal life, but know that they are being themselves in public, and they have this image they keep consistently, and that has become them. So that is the first point: be yourself. No personality is permanent. And the second point is be honest with yourself. Be honest. Know that you may not be good at certain things, but you may be good at certain things. So know your strengths, use them, and manage your weakness by getting help and bringing on a team. And the third point is get help, because nobody can do everything by themselves when at certain points. If you want to get to the next level of your career and you want to enlarge your vision, it's always important to get help when you feel stuck or not able to do something that you want. So that was it. Those are the 3 points. The next 3 points will be on episode 26. And as always, this is Creativity is an Idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative entertaining people. And also anybody who wants tips and a sense of belonging as a music artist or as a creative entertainer should listen to this podcast. And anybody who admires creative things and wants to be entertained and inspired to do what they do best should listen to the show. And please, I want to encourage you to listen to the show. Share with your friends, give us some good or bad ratings of what you think, because more you do that is going to help us get more quality guests on the show for you to listen, which is in turn going to help you. So that was it. Enough of my long talk. Stay tuned for episode 26 for the next 3 points.